and new on AM Extra. You might know her as the face and voice of Portland. Trey Renee Chambers hosting the popular Trey Renee in the Midday, and now season 5 of her show Situations and Conversations coming to Portland CW.
Yeah, the Emmy Award-winning host is also a licensed mental health professional. She's committed to uplifting her community, and we are so excited to have Trey Renee herself with us on the couch this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So good to have you here, and welcome to Portland CW.
I can't, first of all, thank you so much for having me here. I am so
of
excited to be a part of the family.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But baby, this early morning, I gotta tell you, my eyes were like, wait, what are we doing?
Yeah,
I know.
No, mine too.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, mine too.
Every morning. No, it's a lot of fun. It's fun when we get to hang out with folks like yourself. Now, tell us about the new season of Situations and Conversations, which is coming to Portland CW.
Yeah. So we are in our 5th season. This is a show that actually started out as a passion project, a public affairs show on my iHeartRadio platform, right? And so I kind of was like, I think it needs to be bigger. And so I decided back in 2020 to take it to the masses by way of television and podcasting, right? And so here we are 5 seasons later, and it's literally what it sounds like. Situations and conversations. There are situations that need conversations every day. And then there are some situations that we just need to push up to the forefront that people aren't having enough conversations about.
Sure.
Which is where a lot of the community part comes in for me.
Yeah.
And my presenting sponsor for seasons, the last 3 seasons, and including this upcoming season, Oregon Health Authority, they are all about making sure that everyone is living well and healthy, right, in all the ways, from top to bottom, inside and out. And so I am so honored to be able to talk about all sorts of things. Travis, name a situation. We're having a conversation.
Oh man, okay, so that's what I was gonna say. Dive in. I want an example of one of these situations and conversations. What's a conversation that we've had recently that we could dive into?
Where do we start? So many that we could have. Hey, let's talk about what's new in the world of sports. Travis is having some upcoming performance anxiety about Sunday's All-Star game.
This is true.
With the
I'm playing with the Portland Pickles on Sunday.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. Do you want to dissect my psychology? This is a dangerous route.
This is what's happening this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. So what has you so nervous then?
The fact that I haven't practiced since high school.
that might be something you want to work on just a little bit.
Yeah. Tough love can be a part of the situations and conversations. That's allowed too.
Sometimes it just is what it is. Okay, you need to get out there and start practicing right now. What are you doing here?
That's awesome.
Don't handle your business.
Contractually obligated
Right.
here, but
he's been stretching during commercial breaks. He's getting ready for it.
Oh man. Okay, well let's talk about when the show's going to premiere. Again, you're coming to the Portland CW. When's the big air?
Sunday. So you talk about you have a big day on Sunday. I also have a big day on Sunday. So Sunday at noon on Portland CW and also streaming on the Coin Plus app. Very excited to bring our premiere episode is. Have you all heard of the show Hassan Hates Portland?
Oh my gosh. Well, I have heard of it, and I haven't had a chance to see it.
Well, he's a whole situation. Okay. Let's just say this, okay? And so the whole fact that I wanted to dive in, why do you hate Portland? It's a pretty popular series on YouTube, right? And so he comes into the studio and we have a little chat about why he hates Portland.
Right.
Now, hate, not so much. He's clearly still here, and there's so much to love about the Rose City.
He does a good job of kind of lovingly calling to the table some things that Portland could probably do a little bit better on.
And that's the truth. And and really, that's the essence of Situations and Conversations. We do have some tough conversations around situations that are right in your face that sometimes people just don't want to face head on. And so all this season we have all sorts of stuff. We're going to talk about youth prevention suicide.
Oh man.
It's a big issue coming out of COVID, and a lot of teens and young people are having a hard time transitioning back into whatever this normalcy is, right? It's a new normal, right? But people are having a tough time. So we're going to talk about things like that, like behavioral health is another big push from Oregon Health Authority.
For sure.
Is of course going to be something that I'm definitely all about.
Oh, yeah. And never afraid to say the quiet part out loud, which is a big piece of this too. And you got to tackle these issues head on, which is great.
You know, Trey, like I've seen, you know, just in talking on the morning show, sometimes I'll talk about like my own personal struggles with depression and anxiety, and talking about mental health and just how important it is to talk about it. And I'm always impressed. I'm always surprised by viewers who reach out and want to have have the conversation once you start it. Do you find that that's kind of,
Absolutely.
you open that door and then people walk right in?
Well, that's what happens, right? You just have to have somebody bold enough, courageous enough, or crazy enough to actually put themselves out there to start having a conversation that really people are kind of already thinking about if they're not actually talking about it, when we should be having a community conversation. That's the only way that we're going to be able to grow and heal. And really, I have my 5 E's, but you have to forgive me because I'm in this perimenopause brain. And sometimes I forget about my own mantra, but it goes like elevate, educate, empower, enlighten, and entertain.
Right.
If I'm not doing all 5 of those things, then it's not worth my time. And since we're clearly into season 5, it's worth it.
I think it's worth it.
I think you've been bringing those 5 E's for 5 seasons.
Yes,
Pretty well.
absolutely.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
and
so.
you are, speaking of Coin Plus, going to be on Tower Talk Live later
I
today
am.
at
I'm
11 o'clock.
excited about this.
Yes?
You know, a little banter, some fun, a little buffoonery, buffoonery. I've been
for sure.
watching.
I would say maybe more than just a little.
Well, I'm all about it.
Good.
So I'm gonna enjoy myself. Actually, you guys have me all day today. I mean, you know, I see some food over there. You all knew I was coming.
I say,
Yes,
we
stick
welcome
around.
you to the
We'll have some
family.
sushi
We're
with you.
going to put you to work. We're going to put you on the air.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys.
Oh my gosh,
No, it's great
likewise.
to have
We're
you.
so excited to have you as a part of the Portland CW family, and we hope that you at home are excited to check out the new season of Situations and Conversations. It airs this Sunday at noon right here on Portland CW. We got more from Trey coming up this morning. She's going to join Allie in Everyday Northwest. She's going to be hanging on Tower Talk Live, and of course, you can learn more about her work when you check out the story on coin.com.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you. Prepare to be sick of me.
I dare you to try.
Impossible.
All right. 8:42 now, and Friday is the perfect day to get sushi for breakfast.
Yeah, coming up, we are joined by the culinary minds behind Fuji's Grill.